Hello, I'm FDX and this is QnA Saturday, the weekly series I run on my channel where I answer your questions that have been asked over the past week or so on my channel. These tend to be mostly about the next update coming out for Minecraft the console, but given that there is kind of like the lull between news, there's also a lot of other questions about life and the world in general. And in this video, I like to go through and answer a lot of the things you, the subscribers, have been saying in this direct kind of one-to-one response format. So hopefully you all do enjoy it. You can like the video if you do like it because it helps out the channel a lot, and let's know you do like the QnA Saturday. But let's get straight into the first question, which comes in from Felix MCD 123, who says he talks so fast I have to slow down the video just to understand. Lol, you should be a rapper. So I've been getting way more of these comments recently. Maybe I sped up, or maybe there's just been new people coming into the channel, but it is something I wanted to kind of address right here, just in case you've been secretly thinking this whole time you've been subscribed, whether it's like 6 minutes or whether it's been 6 years, no matter how long you've been subscribed, you probably thought like, wow, he does talk kind of fast. And the truth about it is that, yeah, I know I talk faster than average, but the truth behind it is it's because I have lots I want to say and I want to get it all out there fast. A lot of people, they're thinking and they're talking and there's like, they have to slow down their talking to really match the speed they're thinking at. But for me, I'm like, just racing ahead of what my mouth is saying, and it's like, okay, we gotta kind of focus and try and at least stay up with that some amount, because otherwise I'll just run off and do my own thing. So yeah, the reason for that is because I want to get the information out there as fast as possible. I think it's annoying when people talk too slow. Have you ever seen YouTubers that speak to you like you're a child, or not even like a child, like a really young child that doesn't understand English? But yeah, I don't really like that. I prefer the information density thing myself, and as I've said before, I try to make videos that I like watching, so it is something I want to improve upon, not necessarily speaking slower, although I should. Sometimes I like really speed up and I'm like, whoa, how did I even speak that fast? I want to like make sure I maintain a more consistent speed, but I also want to make sure I'm pronouncing all the words within that more clearly, so that way if you are keeping up and you're trying to pay attention, you should be able to understand all the things I'm saying. Because one of the things, you can try this yourself and kind of prove it, but if you speak really fast, you'll lose a lot of the definition of each word. I want to make sure like I'm clearly saying lots of words before I speed up the thing. So yeah, to answer your question, it's something I've seen a lot of feedback about, and it's something I want to fix, but not necessarily just like change my style, because then I wouldn't necessarily enjoy my videos too much, and I know a lot of you wouldn't as well, but I want to make sure I'm pronouncing it clearly, so if you don't like that, then you can at least understand what's going on a little bit better. Hopefully that's useful to note. But the second question here is actually a feedback thing too. Also, they're not questions, but it's feedback, and that's what this video is all about. It's like feedback Saturday, except we could do feedback Friday, couldn't we? But no, basically the second question is from Benjamin Keith, who says, I hate when Soycat goes on about unimportant questions when more important ones can be answered, for example, the breakfast question. So the breakfast question is like a fun joke at this point, like, it's one of those things where like, we've asked it so much, it's a fun little joke. If you don't get that joke, I kind of get it. Like, channels and people have inside jokes, and they're awful when you're not inside them, but maybe you could understand the inside jokes. The breakfast thing was just like, at one point it became like a really big thing, and I kept on doing it, and so on and so forth. Same with the toothpaste thing, but as regards to the major question, because again, this is feedback and / or a criticism I wanted to address, because some people will be like, you know what, Soycat, you have a Minecraft channel, you should only answer Minecraft questions on the Minecraft Q&A. And if you notice, I answer maybe, 4 or 5 questions about Minecraft each week, but the reason I don't answer all of them is because there's only so many questions you can answer about Minecraft before really they're all samey or boring answers. So for instance, I went through all of the comments of last week's QnA Saturday before I record this one. That's what I do every single week. There's a bunch of questions in there that are just like, hey Soycat, would you like it if Minecraft had a first bar? Hey Soycat, what's your favorite block? Hey Soycat, there's a bunch of questions people aren't asking because they necessarily want the answer. They're just asking because they're like, that's Minecraft, and maybe it's interesting the first time you ask it, but I've answered these things before. So not only have I answered these questions before, but they're not really interesting answers in my opinion, and there's only so much you can go through them. Whenever there's an update and there's big questions we want to answer and there's like interesting things for me to say, I want to answer those questions. But otherwise, I think it's more fun, and I think a lot of you do agree that it's more fun to just kind of have a mixture of Minecraft and myself, because not everyone is subscribed to the channel just for Minecraft news or just for Minecraft, like tips and tricks. A lot of people are, but some people are subscribed to the channel because they're curious about me. I'm really impressed about those people. They're the people I kind of like the most, if I'm being honest. But there's a lot of people who are subscribed for lots of different reasons, and to say like, my reasons are the most important, it's just like a big grouping of people here, and hopefully, we kind of cover everything a little bit. So the long answer to that was like all the things I just said, but the short answer is that they're not unimportant to everyone, and even if I did non-stop Minecraft questions, you wouldn't like that. Trust me, I'll do it like next week. In fact, let's try and do an all Minecraft Q&A, and I think you'll see like, I'm gonna try and make it the best I can, but even then you'll see how like there's a lot of repetitiveness to the question, a lot of like confusingness in the question. So yeah, with that said, that's why that is. So let's move to the third question, which comes in from Trunk Network, who says, do you think Nintendo is backing out the update? This in response to the fact that of course the Switch was delayed, and honestly I'm so sure now, I thought for a little bit that maybe it was like oh yeah, well they couldn't get it working on the Switch yet. I'm so sure that they had to they don't want to release the beta scale update because for the Xbox, but they had to because there was the console coming out and all these other reasons. They had to release the update, but on the Switch there's no obligation to do so, so they're like, let's wait till the Switch is finished, release that. But that's the worst PR PR move they could make, saying, oh yeah, it's not finished. So instead they say, oh yeah, Xbox is definitely finished, even though it's buggy and not finished. But, you know, Xbox isn't finished, but the Switch, on the other hand, we're just going to give that some special treatment. So yeah, they're kind of like saying that the Switch is behind, but really the Switch is where the Xbox is. I'm 99% sure. So Nintendo hasn't done anything to back out. Nintendo want Minecraft because it fits their whole thing quite well. So let's move to the fourth question, which comes in from Chris Raymer, who says, QnA, what is the luckiest thing that has happened to you? So I thought about this one for quite a bit, and I know this is a cheesy answer, and if any other YouTuber told me this, I'd be like, yep, you're trying to pander the fan base and say this or that. But no, truthfully, I really feel like YouTube is the luckiest thing that ever happened to me. The fact that, you know, back in the, because I made YouTubes for videos for a while, but the fact that eventually one of them took off, and then I made more, and then those took off as well, you know, even though I helped into that luck, there was a lot of luck in like my videos being discovered. In fact, YouTube every single day for me, whether my videos get views or not, it's really based on luck. Like I try my hardest and I try to make them the most interesting things I can, but it really at the end of the day comes down to what YouTube wants to show people and what YouTube does. And every single day I'm so lucky that I can continue to do this, that you know, that people do continue to click the videos. And again, that sounds like kind of like cheesy or whatever, but the truth is I really love what I do. I can wake up and be like, you know, I wanna, you know, just make some videos about borders or something. Or if I am like focusing on Minecraft, I can just like pick apart Minecraft I'm interested in, just like really dive deep into it. Like, you know, I wonder how crazy a wheat farm we can make, or whatever the path is. There's something I can always just wake up and really be passionate about, and then that can turn into a video. I'm so lucky to do what I do right now, and that's something, you know, sometimes you forget about it, but really most of the time it's just like, this is so much luckier than I could even imagine. Like, if someone told me about this 5 years ago, I wouldn't even believe it was a possibility, let alone something that happened. And that's why I'm actually 5 years ago might be a little, I've been doing this for like 5 years now. But if someone told me 8 years ago, I wouldn't have believed them, and that's kind of nuts. So yeah, this is the luckiest thing that's happened to me. Thank you for asking, and thank you for choosing to watch my videos and choosing to help me, you know, again, make these videos about the things I'm passionate about, whether it's commands or cakes or, you know, just even sometimes like the geography stuff. All this stuff, I'm very grateful to everyone who watches the videos. Let's move on to the next question from Random Red Panda. Not just any Red Panda, the random one. There's some good illustration there. But they say, Toycat, no, not the emoji. They're contagious. So again, more feedback, and this is one I wanted to address because the truth is I used an emoji on the Seed Sunny video, just being like, you know what, this is a trend I've seen on YouTube, just like nothing on the thumbnail besides an emoji and the thing in the background. It's you know, it's more information dense. Like I can say, wow, this is surprising, but honestly, I wasn't really happy with the way, like I wasn't happy with that. There was a part of me that's like, you know, this wasn't too successful, which is kind of good news. It means I shouldn't repeat it. But also it's just like, yeah, I think I should stick to information, because I think the emoji trend is just like, oh yeah, how can you try and make even less reading required for thumbnails? And I think it's good to have less reading on thumbnails, less text in general, but just having an emoji is like, well, I mean, we're just trying to convey emotion, and I'd rather stick to the idea of like trying to draw people in with information and something they find useful rather than emotion. I mean, that's maybe you get some emotion from watching that. I feel like knowledge is like an emotion. Like when you find out an information thing you didn't know before, you're like, ooh, that, you know, that's a feeling in your brain like, oh, did you know the piston can only push 12 blocks in Minecraft? Oh, did you know that sugarcane can sometimes spawn with more than you know, 3 bits sugarcane, but it can never grow that way? There's all these, you know, tiny facts that might interest you in some way. At least they interest me, and that's something I'd rather focus on than like, oh, shocked face. So that's just my opinion though. Let's move on to the next. You know, I'm sure there are some YouTubers doing the emoji thing just fine, but let's move on to the next question, which comes in from Dancing ZB, who says, Toycat, do you think you'll get the YouTuber rank on any of the featured servers? So I haven't asked for the YouTuber rank yet. I might ask at some point in the future. I'm sure they would all allow me because I am a YouTuber, and like if there's requirements, it's probably less than 800,000. Maybe that's an arrogant thing to say, but I think a lot of servers would accept me if I asked for a YouTube rank. But right now I don't want it, because the server experience on Xbox, it's something I think is really important. They say it's a replacement for minigames, and although it's not quite in a lot of ways, I think it's important I get the experience, at least for a while we're trying to make videos, helping people transition over, that I get the same experience everyone else does. Because stuff like the lifeboat thing, if I was a YouTuber, I'd be VIP, I wouldn't have even noticed that that was such an awful thing, and therefore everyone would still be suffering through that. I'm not saying I changed it, but you know, if people didn't notice that, that'd be a bad thing. So I'm saying here that I want to try and avoid the YouTuber rank until like some months have passed, and you know, it could be nice then to make videos better, but unless there's like a benefit to the YouTube videos or the YouTube streams, I'm not just going to get the YouTuber rank so I have the privilege, like a lot of YouTubers do. My goal is to try and help you, the subscribers, out first, and then we can deal with all that other stuff later. So yeah, that's the answer to your question, Dancing ZB. I'll get it maybe sometime in the future if there's like a benefit for videos, but not just because I want to feel fancy. But let's move to the next question, which comes in from Rachel Records, who says hashtag, or not even Q. I'm just so used to reading hashtag. I'm glad they're not here anymore. By the way, they are banned on my channel now. But Q, do you think it's weird for someone who doesn't like console and plays always PC to watch your videos? And the simple answer is, at the first time I heard it, I did think it was weird. One of the moderators on my live streams does the same thing. There's a lot of people who do watch my channel who play a version that isn't the version I play, but I feel like it's not so weird when you get down to the fact that a lot of the same stuff I say is applicable. Like, you know, following the Xbox news might be a bit weird, although I'm glad, you know, it's interesting if you do that too. But, you know, there's a lot of the tips I give out, and there's a lot of the style that maybe you don't get with PC YouTubers. Because, again, you gotta bear in mind, a lot of Poctician players, for instance, watch my videos and watch them before, you know, Xbox and PE had this crossplay thing, because if you play Minecraft and you are over the age of 8, there aren't many Poctician YouTubers that are making videos aimed at you. They're making people aimed at people much younger than you, and, you know, they're doing stuff that you might not necessarily enjoy. Or, for instance, if you play the PC, everyone is doing mods or servers. That game was made to be done both those things. There's no one playing survival there. There's no one doing the base game, and that's something that I do pretty much, you know, exclusively on this channel. So, yeah, I don't think it's weird at all. I think every version, you know, kind of specializes in a certain thing, and if you like the things that, you know, the Xbox specializes in, which was mostly like survival, default vanilla vanilla Minecraft, I think is a good way to put it, then I guess my channel is a good fit for you. But maybe that's just me, like, saying too many good things about myself. That's just what I assume. Maybe it's all luck, like I said before. In fact, it is all luck, like I said before. But yeah, that's just my interpretation of things. I don't think it's weird. Rachel Records, don't you worry. A lot of people do the same, and I was confused at first, but I vaguely think I understand. But, you know, I'm a cat on the internet. I don't know things. Let's move on to the eighth question, which comes in from Daft Turtle 05, who says, Toy Cat, according to science, chocolate cake is healthy for breakfast. So, also, will you ever sell the Toy Cat plushies mentioned in a previous live stream? So, first of all, chocolate cake being healthy for breakfast, I'll give that a try someday. I've eaten a lot of desserts for breakfast, and it just doesn't feel good. Like, you feel like, oh, why did I do that to myself? So maybe I should give it another try and really give it a try. But yeah, as far as like the Toy Cat plushies, because, you know, eating dessert for breakfast is fun. But let's talk about the Toy Cat plushies. I was gonna have like a Toy Cat head plushie thing, and it was gonna be a really fun idea. But for some reason, you know, I went through all the talks. I got them made, and it was like, okay, we'll ship it to your house. And I was like, here you go, ship it to my house. And then it just never came. And then they never said anything again for some reason. I'm not sure what went so wrong there, but yeah, the Toy Cat plushies, I guess they're not happening for that reason. And honestly, because, you know, there was like, I had to sell 100 of them, and it was like, do 100 people want Toy Cat plushies? At some point in the future, maybe we'll come back to it, but for now, I was just like, you know what, that dodged a bullet. I'd be so scared that like 70 people would want a Toy Cat plushie, or like 25 people want a Toy Cat plushie, and we don't get the 100s, and no one gets them. That stuff would be like, that would bum me out personally. So, no Toy Cat plushies just yet, but maybe sometime in the future. For now, you can still get Toy Cat t-shirts if that's your thing. But yeah, that's the answer to your question. By the way, I appreciate whenever the live stream watchers are over here. I lose a lot of subscribers making the live streams. I didn't realize till recently, but like, I lose a lot of people. So I'm glad that, you know, there's someone who likes the live streams and the videos for that reason. So let's move on to the ninth question, which comes in from Red Bandits, who says, seriously, am I the only one not bothered about, anyone bothered about exit without saving? So, yeah, you're not the only one that's, you know, bummed about that. And I think the truth behind it, by the way, I'm playing the Xbox version in the background, playing mini games because I was kind of nostalgic. And one of the big benefits of this version is you can exit without saving, and you don't have to worry that, like, everything that happens is permanent. However, there's kind of like a workaround, and that's like copy your world every now and then and make a backup. But the reason that it's not, you know, exit without saving can't come is because that game has autosave built into it. It's just always saving everything you're doing. Every time you do something, it's saving that to the file. It's not like saving it to a temporary file and, you know, not your main one. And the reason that'd be so tricky to implement is because it's essentially allowing you, you know, to them, exit without saving is almost like a cheat. I don't agree with it that way, but it kind of makes sense from their perspective. So I think the best thing to do if you want to exit without saving is just to copy your world before you play every day. And that way, if you want to exit without saving, you can always do it that way. It's annoying, I know, but it's kind of a good workaround. And given that, like, exit without saving, you know, in a lot of people's heads, it's only used to, like, cheat this or cheat that or to cheat your luck and fortune. I feel like it's the best, you know, compromise between both worlds to just copy your world. And it sucks they won't ever put it in there, but I'm just so sure that it's like console Redstone, where it's like, yeah, I guess they kind of have to change things entirely. And again, it sucks, but that's how things are. So let's move on to the last question, which comes in from Game for Fame. Nice rhyme, by the way. Just cute. Any plans for visiting Antarctica? So a lot of people ask this one because I'm always talking about, well, I'm traveling here today. You know, for instance, right now I'm in Czechia. But, you know, people are like, so when are you going to visit there or there? And the craziest one is Antarctica, because it'd be cool to visit every single continent. I think I'm on like 3 or not. I'm on 2 continents. I'm on a terrible number of continents right now. But the big last one is Antarctica. But the truth about visiting Antarctica is it's so tricky, and there's not really much reason to. Like, you go to Antarctica just to say you've been there. And although that's true for some countries, a lot of countries probably, I feel like going to Antarctica, it's like so cold. You have to go through so much time. And also, the time thing, like, I make YouTube videos. because I wouldn't want to lose like a week or 2 or 3 of my life just to go to a place and be like, I've been to the coldest continent on Earth that's barely a continent that's owned by like 8 countries. It'd be fun for a little bit, but it wouldn't be worth 3 weeks. So probably not in my lifetime until we work out like a way to fly there, except we really shouldn't work out a way to fly there, but maybe we do it anyway. Yeah, so I'm not going to visit Antarctica anytime soon, and there are my reasons. Hopefully you understand, and hopefully you enjoy this week's Q&A, by the way. If you did, you can like it and let me know. It helps out the channel a lot. Let us know you do like this sort of video, share if you really liked it, and subscribe if you're new around here, because I make videos like this one every single day on my channel, and if you subscribe, you'll see them daily on your homepage. In the background gameplay, I do just like, I was having fun playing these new maps for the first time, and this one made me rage quit, so just as a heads up there, and leave a comment down below. I'm going to try and do a Minecraft only Q&A to see what you guys think again, because maybe everyone loves it, and it's a whole different thing. That's just my opinion, but with that said, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you all tomorrow for Seed Sunday, so goodbye.